Under attack. Need help.
Hey, 222. That one's for you, Orion. Good morning, day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you, wherever you find yourself. Thanks for tuning in to Adventure Awaits. I want to talk about something awesome. I got to sit in on a game for Pathfinder. They're playing Rise of the Runelords. I have no idea where they are. I had no idea what's happening. I just know that when I showed up, I was playing a swashbuckler, and I was in the middle of an ogre fight, and it was awesome. I am totally going to make a swashbuckler character the next time we play Pathfinder and I get to be a player character. But something I learned from that is how important it is to know your character. I was stuck with two ogres in front of me and a third one getting ready to barge into the door. We were doing our best to fend off these guys and dealt out a lot of damage, and they were still kicking. Within 3 attacks, I was dropped from 79 hit points down to about -7. Thankfully, somebody pointed out that I had an amulet that granted me false life, which brought me back up to consciousness. Now, this third ogre that was behind me was getting ready to attack me and was going to pretty much kill me. But thanks to the sweet swashbuckler, opportune parry and riposte, I was able to deflect the shot and strike a tremendous blow. Not only that, but using that panache, I was able to do some significant damage, and I had an incredible crit range of 15 to 20 with my weapon. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I was basically one-shotting these ogres for a while that night. So to highlight how incredibly close to death I was on several occasions, had I not used my panache, my parry and riposte, and that false life amulet, man, that would have been a whole lot different. And I would have had to have apologized to my friend who was not there that night for killing his character. So knowing your character, knowing your abilities is super key because, I mean, if you forget one little feat or power, that can really turn the tide of a battle. So, thankfully, had a good time playing as that swashbuckler. But that's not why you're here. You want to hear about Starfinder, and we're getting to that right now. So let me bring you up to speed on what happened in episode 50, the big episode 50. Razel was entranced by a pool of bubbling acid, and luckily he regained his senses quickly enough that he was able to get the jump on this really large creature, bat dinosaur thing that just leaps out of this pool of acid and get a punch off. Actually, a couple of punches off, but so startled, got nothing but air. Raquel ran up through this knee-high ash to aid Razel, but was unable to connect. This huge beast strikes back with his tentacles and really wallops Razel. Domash quickly strikes back with his sonic rifle. Rat's invisible learns that the creature is called a Scree Sire. The mother, no doubt, or father, because they are able to reproduce on their own as a single creature. Rats decides to lead out strong with his baleful polymorph, but the Scree Sire is too strong of mind and resists. Razel steals himself and just holds his ground and just spends pretty much the rest of the combat punching. Raquel switches out between 2 or 3 different weapons over the course of the combat, trying to make a dent. Eventually, she scores this awesome critical hit, which blinds the creature, giving the party a much-needed break. After a few rounds, Domash finally hones in with his sonic rifle and is just able to pummel this thing towards the end. Rats aids his companions by firing his arc pistol, harrying this foe and giving them an opportunity to get in some attacks while the Scree Sire is distracted. Towards the end of the fight, the Scree Sire begins to attack Domash and gets a couple of good hits on him. Finally, Rats is able to get the killing blow with a full attack and barbecues the Scree Sire with a static arc pistol, the creature ultimately falling back into the acid pool and dying. After a few minutes of rest, Razel and Domash kind of bond over their experience together, and then the party heads down into this mysterious portal, which leads down into a dark tunnel. They descend the ladder, they make their way through, they find an airlock with a red light blinking above it, and after a moment, it goes out, and our party is in pitch blackness. Find out what happens right now. No, seriously, right now. Cue it.
Chris! Hello.
Ryan!
I know we didn't make a lot of fanfare of it from the last episode, maybe, at least in the episode, but last episode was episode 50, this is episode 51. I think that's pretty exciting.
We're
50 episodes of Starfinder.
That is exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least of Dead Sons, anyway.
There's not a lot that I stick to, and this is one of them.
Yay, commitment.
What's that?
So your marriage, not very committed to that, or no comment on air?
If you want to find out about that, you can subscribe to our Patreon. We don't have that, so I don't have to worry about that.
Kevin, I once again look to you, my friend, as the fact master of this book.
I know I look forward to these every week.
So please, enlighten us.
I don't know if you guys realize this is more of a joke account than actual facts.
I know.
What?
Okay.
What? You mean last week?
I was living my life based on...
Oh, Kevin, they're facts.
Okay. Well,
if these aren't even real, then you're cheating.
Starfinder Facts on Twitter. He or she is pretty dope. If at first you don't succeed, enlist an army of Skittermanders to help you. Like an actual army. Marching forward, weapons drawn, chanting, "Helping! Helping!" as they tear down the homes of your enemies and salt the earth. Just make sure you have follow-up tasks planned. I can't say tasks.
I would love to see an army of them. They're so cute.
I know.
They're pretty adorable. Now, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember us going down a hatch after we fought that...
That's wrong.
Oh. What did we do then?
We fell asleep. We didn't even record.
You jumped into a sewer and said, "Man, I love being a turtle."
Why is there a bunch of pizza down here? I pick up like a stick and go, "I got a katana." If we went down that hatch, it was very dark. The hatch was closed behind us, so we're kind of, SOL if we need to get out of here quick. Not as a bad idea. I do think it was a good idea, because just in case, what if cultists came back and they saw that hatch open?
Right, yeah.
Well, they're going to see that dead body of that screed.
No,
thing,
by now it's just sunk on in there.
which is his head. But, and then we saw light, correct?
Yeah, very
red light?
small red light, like a
Like a red light district?
red light district.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Space strippers.
Boxing!
So, I believe we all moved up, but Razel and I, under some maybe tension, I don't know. Razel and Domash walked up to sexual tension. Walked up
After you squeezed his
after I
arms
squeezed his
last
arms. Yeah, because I called him a rookie and he got upset. He's not used to getting talked down to by a lesser person. And then the light went out.
Yeah, and then we've got Raquel and Rats following close behind.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we were all still moving forward, so I just
bumped
run
into
into, like, oh, what just happened?
Alright, look, lady, it's look, don't touch, alright? I'm like a museum, you gotta keep it pristine.
Oh, wow, you are full of yourself, aren't you?
You're old and dusty?
He kinda like, his eyes kinda spin, he goes, oh shit. Rats, thanks for ruining my fucking bit, man.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
He tries to reach back and hit you, but he can't. He doesn't know where you are.
I just step back because I can see in the dark.
Come here, you little shit.
So it's complete darkness.
It's complete. Yeah, you close the hatch. It's complete darkness.
And we still don't hear anything? It's still, eerily quiet?
Yeah, and this has only been, a split second.
Yeah.
The blinking was pretty steady, and then you get up to the door, and it just shuts off. And then everybody except for Rats. It's pitch black. What do you guys say to each other?
Guys, I don't think this is a good sign.
Razel's looking for a control panel or something on the wall.
Yeah, so you're kind of feeling the around the door here, and then as you make contact with the door, the light comes back on, rapidly flashes, and then you hear this psst, and you see this mist fill the air. Everybody roll.
Oh no.
Sorry guys, I farted.
Will save.
A will save?
From a mist?
Yeah, everybody except for Domash.
Wait, why me?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Is this a fear effect?
This is not a fear effect.
I'm not going to complain that I'm going to have to roll this, but I'm just curious.
Raquel.
28.
Whoa.
Rats.
14.
9.
Oh, God.
Raquel, you are okay. Rats and Razel. You inhale this stuff, and it's all of a sudden your mind is just it feels like everything is kind of dulled and numb. You take a -4 penalty to your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based ability checks, skill checks, and saving throws for 4 hours.
Holy shit!
And there's like not a damn thing we could do about that. Like,
The will save.
For Hero Lab's sake, is there like
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is there some type? Like, is there an easy way
is it
of
a
doing
condition?
It does not give a condition. This is Well, I'll let you know. It's Mind Spore's trap. If that's in.
Oh, you can probably just do. That's fucking brutal.
But yeah, given the fact that this was triggered as soon as you walked up to the door, I mean, whether it's a poison or this or that, you don't know, but it was definitely a trap.
I'm gonna say just go back to the ship and wait till this goes away. But then who knows what could happen by the time we're gone, so it's... Domash kind of like, he's trying to mess with rats, and then he, turns back, and he hears it like, psst, and he kind of like looks around. He looks at everybody. He sees Raquel seem okay, and I guess you guys are probably like, how's this affecting you?
That's a good question. What was it again?
It's a -4 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Based ability checks. So you're not actually taking the minus to your charisma, it's just the ability checks.
Ability checks.
Yeah. Skill checks and saving throws.
And that's weird.
For 4 hours?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
1d4 hours. I rolled a 4. Yeah, this does not specify exactly what it is. It's just called Mind Spore's Trap.
Raisel's like, I shouldn't have touched the door.
And Domash turns around and is like, God, mate, you guys alright?
Something's wrong.
At that point, he gets a more concerned look on his face. It's like what specifically? I'm not a doctor, but maybe I could try to help.
It's so weird because it's just skill checks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't affect your intelligence itself, so it's like your memory will be fine.
Something feels off.
Yeah. It's just It's
maybe you're more sluggish.
-4 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based ability checks.
You're not thinking. Like maybe it's hard to think. Like your
perception would go down. What else would go down? Survival.
Like your mind's kind of in a fog now.
He's like. I guess it would be like you would almost your talking would be different.
Your speech would kind of be slurred.
Maybe, yeah. So he's like, ugh.
Imagine it's just kind of like
you're drunk,
being drunk,
or maybe you just woke up in the morning and you're aware of things, but you can't really articulate yourself very clearly.
Do you guys think you can continue?
Huh?
Are you fucking with me, or are you being serious?
What?
And he turns to Razel.
Deaf.
He turns to Razel and he goes, you think after all this time traveling with him, you think I get it, but I don't.
What? I get it. It's fine.
Oh, something really must be wrong if you're getting it.
What?
he turns to Raquel and he goes, please, are you of full capable mind?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I can't do anything to help them.
And he takes his bag off and he's looking through it. Obviously he knows he doesn't have anything, but maybe. And he's like, outside of these serums of healing, I got nothing to help this either.
Did you see where it came out? Was there...
Yeah, everybody get out of my way. What's the door look like?
This door is just a metal door. It's an airlock, so it's kind of rounded, and around the edges, it's very rusty. This place just it's like at one point it was probably in a very nice facility, but now it's just been fallen into disrepair and disarray. With your dark vision, you're kind of looking off to the left and the right, and you do see a couple of panels, but they're almost imperceptible.
Well, this is interesting.
Well, can I try and Jimmy open the door?
You may.
Okay.
How would you like to do that?
Computer check?
Okay, so technologically, give me an engineering check.
Okay.
Hey, I got +1 on that. I'm going to assist. The sickened people are going to do this. Don't worry.
Domash just looks at the computer thing. He's like, nah, mate, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I don't assist. My engineering is not good.
Plus, you have a minus.
You have a minus.
What? Oh, yeah. You're right. So that's a 3. I don't know what this is.
You just want me to punch it?
You're used to blowing this stuff up.
Yeah. Punch?
29.
This ain't affecting rats at all.
I would have gotten a 33.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. So much worse.
It takes rats longer to
Like a
crack
half
the
a
door.
second longer than it would have.
But
Yeah, I mean, you are able, even with this condition going on, you're able to get this door rigged, and the outer door closes, and then the inner door opens right up. And does Rats realize, like, wait a minute, that wasn't right? Looking at his watch, like, why did that take me so long?
I definitely think, like, he's like typing in commands and stuff, and he's like, wait, no, that's not right. And he like goes back, edits through, and like keeps doing it, and just that it keeps happening, he knows that something's off. But apparently he's still got the know-how to still do things, so I think he can probably power through this.
So the door opens up. You're peering inside here. It's like pitch black. You're looking around. Rats, you see, kind of like peering over the shoulders. Let's see, everybody else. Rats is the only one with dark vision, right? I think you have low light, and Raquel has low light.
Yeah.
Not having anything.
So yeah, it's pitch black to everybody except for Rats. Rats, you're peering in here into this larger room beyond the airlock. You see that the walls here are finished. There's no more exposed rock. Riveted walls of steel. This really opens up a lot more than the small area that you're in. In the center of this chamber, probably about 30 feet away, you see like this computer that goes like from the floor to the ceiling. The only reason you can see this is because on either side of this thing that's stretching from ceiling to floor there's like a faint red light that runs all along this. But that's about all the farther that you can see from where you are. I'm going to go ahead and reveal for Rats, but everybody else can't see this.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes.
My eyes are shut.
My eyes are always shut.
Quit looking at me.
You have 60 feet of dark vision?
Probably.
Yeah, 60.
Maybe, fuck it, 100.
Just make it even 200.
Have you found an easy way of adding those effects?
Subtracting 4 from the total of my skill checks.
Wait, where?
In my brain.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I know that's hard for you.
Yeah, my brain sucks. And it hurts.
Stop.
This is what you see before you, Rats. You see like this metal grating on the floor, a nice smooth walkway, as wide as the airlock door leading ahead, and you see this computer. Seems to pretty much be powered down except for these lights that are illuminating the sides of it.
Is there any debris around me?
Any debris? There's a few stray rocks that have collapsed from the cavern walls.
I gather up the biggest rock I can find, and I cast Token Spell, illuminating the rock to create dim light within a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
So that my teammates can see a little bit.
And do you hold this, or are you throwing this out into the room?
I toss it to Domash.
Okay.
He like fumbles around with it, but then like he kind of sits there and looks at it, but then he like
You're giving off 10 feet of light.
Well, I was getting to that. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Fucking thanks for ruining it, Kevin. So he's like holding it in his hands, like looking at it, and he goes, "Oh, wait a minute!" And he kind of like focuses, and then like the armor goes away, and this little red ball pops up. And he's like, "There you go."
Yeah.
Like I forgot I could do that.
But that gives you 10 feet,
10
right?
feet.
So this one gives you a little bit. Alright, so Domash, you're able to see kind of a little bit in front of you, and Raquel and Razel, you're now able to see pretty much everything that Rat sees.
Okay.
Well, half.
We have low light vision, right?
Oh, right.
So you two can see as if this were normal light.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'm just like sitting there like, so what's going on up there?
Can I make a perception check?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, what are you looking for? General perception?
I want to see if there's any... I don't want to walk in here and step on a pressure plate or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception.
Can't be.
That's a D20.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. Someone who with good perception better roll.
Okay. I close my eyes and walk blindly into the room.
I can't roll. I mean, I could roll it, but it wouldn't get me very far.
I'll roll. Oh, well.
I'll roll it just for the hell of it, but I doubt
That's going to be a 19 for me.
I also got a 19.
19.
2.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. You're still examining... Raisel's still examining this mist in the air.
I was going to say you're looking at your armor like, oh, wait, it's not even dirty.
I think maybe Rats is still going over in his head like, why did I have so much trouble with that keypad? Domash and Raquel, you're looking into this room, and aside from these like occasional like flickering red lights dotted around the room sparingly, you don't see anything that would make you suspect a pressure plate or any other kind of trap.
Okay. I give Domash a knowing look, like these guys. Like I don't say it, but I kind of give you a look like
you convey this like through eye contact.
Yeah, like these guys. I hope they can pull their weight down here.
Domash just shrugs.
And I walk forward. Like, yeah, I'm gonna walk further in because if we didn't see anything, why not?
Okay. Where do you want to move into? You just taking a few steps into the room. You going up to this faint light that you can see emanating from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go all the way. I just go a little closer to maybe try and to see like if there's doorways or because we weren't looking for that. Maybe we were. I'm questioning myself.
Raquel, you're moving into the room, and as you're stepping and hitting these deck plates, it's echoing throughout this chamber.
Oh, wow.
Just the sound of the metal. Clank, clank, clank. And that's all you hear. It is dead quiet. This is almost like a tomb, I think I said last week.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody here, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
I'm following. Razel is following right behind her.
Okay. Well, computers are my realm of expertise, so I would like to examine this tower.
Rats, you move forward to this tower, and looking at this device, the screen is completely blanked out, but you do notice a couple of really grimy, disgusting keypads. Whoever was using this obviously did not care about hygiene, and you like kind of touch the screen, and there might be a little bit of stickiness to it. It's really gross.
I don't touch it.
Okay.
I cast token spell and clean off the panel.
Okay. It's like a Disney movie, like the little broom comes up. It's sparkling clean.
Now I touch the panel.
Okay.
Still sticky.
It lights up, and it's waiting for like an input command from you, like a login screen.
I look at my zipper and I slowly
You're not EP. You're not EP. You're not EP. You're not EP.
Okay.
Domash is still like the entrance to the door. Like he's just, I don't know. Like maybe he feels like he's like this. There's a bad feeling of it, but he's just kind of listening.
Yeah.
Not exactly ready to go in yet, but he's kind of like focusing on hearing, just in case maybe if he hears something, he can warn them before anything else happens.
Razel's just like looking around, but his perception's at a -4 right now, so he's like, he's just something
Looking at his hands.
Where are you at, Domash? You just came in?
I'm still right there.
Kind of keeping the wide view.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rats, you got a nice clean screen here, and you just got to log in.
Okay. I type in rats.
And password.
Password. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, user.
Error. No.
Alerting guards. Dispatching 50 guards.
The
We
computer
should probably
doesn't
go.
know to make this. So if you're going to try to get into this, give me a computer's check.
Oh, okay.
Never would have guessed that one. Domash has his rifle out again, like
25.
25.
what mine's you.
DC 26. I'm sorry.
Shut your mouth.
DC 25.
Oh, really?
For real.
Wow.
So you are able to get access almost at the last second. You think you're getting locked out, and you were able to bypass a security measure and get into this thing.
Rat's the whole time, he's like, I should be getting this faster. What the hell is going on?
So the first thing that you see when you get this going is you see some like basic environmental controls. You see that the oxygen levels inside of here are not a thin atmosphere. That there's normal atmosphere in here. You also see the ability to turn on lighting throughout the station because this is pitch blackness for everybody but you. And then you also see a couple of Curie systems that are located behind a firewall. One is labeled entrance deterrent. The other is labeled chamber of the devouring.
That's bastard.
Sounds horrible.
That sounds terrible.
So
chamber it is.
And I can't get through the firewall?
you may attempt to hack the firewall with a computers check. Which module you're going to go for?
The deterrent, I would guess.
The entrance deterrent? Okay. Give me a computers check on that.
$20.
DC 21.
You're not able to access this file. You just can't penetrate this firewall.
I look down at my zipper again.
In the background you hear, "Mate, you're not EP."
Oh, damn it, I'm not.
Don't ask me how I saw it. No, by this point, Domash is like walking, like he's kind of walking backward. Like he's still, I don't know. There's something about like that entrance he doesn't feel comfortable with yet.
So you're looking out, backing.
Yeah, like
into
he's
the
backing
room.
into the room. Just like he's like, guys, I don't know. He's like, something doesn't feel right to me here.
Yeah, it's not cozy. I don't like this.
You hear a creaking of metal like off in the distance.
He like starts like looking around, like he's.
Would we hear that too because of echoing or not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I start like frantically looking around,
and when like Domash turns to look around, he sees Tahoman smiling at him, like in the one of the red lights illuminating like half of his face. He just sees like this big toothy smile. He's just staring at him.
I guess I'll turn on the lights.
Okay. So you go through and you engage the lights, and they come up, but everything is like flickering, and you see that power levels throughout the station are significantly down, and so it doesn't illuminate the area quite as much as you'd like, but now you essentially have low light in this chamber.
That's good. Now you don't have to rely on my rock.
Here's it back.
He like as he like goes to like give it back, he kind of like swats at the figure, and it just like it just smoke just poofs away. He's like, "All right, rats," and he kind of like tosses, "Thanks, mate."
And then the figure grabs the rock.
I catch the rock and then I throw it on the ground because it's a rock.
Domash is kind of like, and then like kind of turns back around again. He goes like, "That's a little embarrassing." I thought it meant something. Guess it was just a rock. He's talking to himself. It's just a fucking rock.
All right. Well, can we get any further? I mean, is this a wall right here?
No, I'll go ahead and reveal some more. Did you want to look at that other module? You attempted to get to the entrance deterrent.
Yeah, sure. I look through that one too.
Firewall.
With ease.
Says the
Show
guy.
me how easy it is.
Damn it.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
When I have to roll anymore, I'm so stupid now.
Ooh, well, not that
28.
28.
DC
I'm
29.
so stupid.
All right, you are able to get into this particular control labeled chamber of the devouring.
Okay, I turn it off.
All right.
That's a good plan.
Releasing beast. Oh,
shit!
Save the universe. Done.
All right, so yeah, you were able to disable this, whatever this thing is.
That doesn't give me any information about it.
You know that it's. All right, fine, I'll tell you.
I cracked the firewall. I should know everything about it.
I like the mystery. No, yeah, you were able to notice, like in the computer code, that this is some sort of like laser grid trap.
Oh.
I don't want to live anymore. Beeps.
All right, so as you peer further into this room, past the computer mainframe,
Dice tray is half in your way.
the dice tray covers the world. You see that this is a long corridor, about 30 feet wide, and you're looking at least 60 or 70 feet away. And you see these pillars, and they have these like metallic sheen to them, and they have these markings all over them. Off to the left or the right, further down, just the periphery of your vision, you see two sets of double doors on either side. And as you're looking into this, you just see all these weird scrawlings on the wall, writings in a strange language that you don't really understand. And whatever was going on here, it seems like cloaked in ritual and mystery.
Can I try and... I want to try and read the scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me... what languages do you speak?
Probably not the right ones. Castrovillian, Common, Elven, Triaxian.
Okay. Yeah, this does not look like it's any one of those languages.
Damn, okay.
You could roll me a culture check.
Hey, I know a bunch of languages.
I know some other languages too.
I know
That'll be a
Vest and
25 for my culture, thank you.
So I know Castrovillian, Common, Elven, Eoxian, Kasatha, and Vest.
You rolled a 25?
Yeah.
Anybody else roll?
I can roll right now. I'll give it a shot.
Can I just say what languages I know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I beat you.
Aquitonian, Breatheden, Castrovillian, Common, Draconic, Elven, Eoxian, Kasatha, Shirin, Triaxan, Versite, Ves, Gisoki.
None.
No.
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
look that familiar to
I
you.
rolled a 27 on my culture check.
27.
I basically know every language, so...
I rolled a 20 on the die.
I also got a natural 20, actually.
Look at you.
I rolled a natural 20, Chris.
22?
22. No.
culture?
Yeah, you're just...
What's culture?
This fog
Maybe.
is really wearing down on rats. But Raquel and Domash, you're able to kind of parse these words. They don't really seem to... Like, you can read the words, but they seem jumbled and confusing, but you keep hearing references to, like, the entropy of existence, and the devourer will consume all.
We've heard this before.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Domash, he like turns away and he's like, I mean, not to sound like a broken record or anything, but, you know, it's the same tribe we've been hearing from these guys, you know, devour, consume us all, existence, blah, 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 you know. Get some new material, guys.
Would this have been the first time that Raquel
Yes.
saw it? Okay.
yeah.
Well, you made
on
a
the
check on the
devourer
devourers.
when you weren't here,
Okay.
Because you found that
so
anyway.
you knew who they are.
Yeah,
they're
but
pretty
they're pretty
known,
known. you
But
know.
I mean, this
actually seeing them in
Stuff,
like,
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
This,
I feel like that kind of shakes her a little bit.
I
Like,
feel like my reaction would be, you're like, what?
yeah, I haven't seen this before. That doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, yeah, right. It's kind of the MO. You know, they're all about letting the devourer eat out kind of everything.
Yeah, but I mean, to see it in person and to know that they're really fighting for that's messed up.
Ratchet has a stupid smile on his face.
I'm dazed. Not dazed.
He's not dazed. No, he's like, and he kind of like looks at her. He's like, "Look, I get it. Trust me, but
Shut up.
shut
Being a bitch.
Shut your stupid mouth, you dumb therapist."
You know what, Tomash? I
didn't
think
say
that. Okay.
He's like, "Look, just don't let it get to you. This is all it's just words."
Don't let it get
Yeah.
to you, he says, and then he takes a huge pull off of a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't let it get to you," and he unscrews a flask he has in his pocket, and he just takes it. He goes, "That's unrelated. That's for something different." Well, and he kind of like sits there and he goes, "I guess technically it's related, but not really related."
You and I should talk sometime, but
I already have a therapist.
okay.
He takes another pull off.
This is my therapist. Oh God.
No, I'm kidding. He's like, just relaxes me. He's like, no. He's like, look, I get what you're trying to do, and I appreciate the sentiment, but I already have someone that's helping me get through whatever's going on in my head.
All right, but I'll pull it together. Don't worry.
And he's like, okay. He's like, don't. That'll be fine.
Would this be the first time that you really see it? Or, I mean, if he kind of... Well, his rehab wouldn't have been very,
Yeah, I don't have culture, so yeah, definitely.
He's like staring at the wall.
Yeah, he's like,
I understand this.
He's just like, yes.
I'm
No.
hungry.
I mean, if Domash would have said it out loud...
Yeah, like, I imagine he's like,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
he's like, I feel like with him being like, kind of like a mob boss that you mentioned before off
Yeah.
air. He's probably
helpful.
yeah. He's probably run across someone who's worshipped them.
True.
yeah, he's been
So
saying,
he's like,
He's murdered several cultists without really knowing
Probably.
anything about them.
He's sitting at his home on a Sunday afternoon, and then someone knocks on his door, and they go, "Have you heard about our word from the Devourer?" They go, "I keep telling you guys, stop coming to my house."
And then he pulls their head in the door.
Slams the door on them. And they go, "Oh, this is the guy they were telling us about." He's getting hit in the head with the door.
All right. Yeah, I was just wondering if it affected you at all, but... Nope. Good
no,
to go.
they're stupid.
You're stupid.
So am I.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to examine those pillar things.
So, you move up to this pillar, and yeah, it's just... roll me an engineering check.
Hey, I have that. Oh no,
You're bad.
I'm bad.
14.
9.
9.
9.
Razel, you're still just admiring the scenery. Rats.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Even with the
5.
14, you were able to recognize this, that this is covered in like some kind of adamantine alloy. It's very reflective. Why this would be... This material doesn't need to be on this. These are like a stone structure about 10 feet in the air, and it's got all these carvings on it from this language that they were trying to interpret. So why it's got this coating on it seems kind of out of place. You could... Maybe they're just trying to protect what's underneath. Maybe there's a purpose to have this reflective material on there, but I'm not really sure.
Target practice.
Are these like affixed to the ground?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these things are about 10 feet tall. They're kind of like monuments, almost.
A monument to our sins.
Okay.
Who's this right here?
That's me.
That's Vex.
Razel.
Yeah.
From where you are, you see behind this thing a pile of... It almost looks like meat, blood,
Ugh.
some cloth or something like wrapped up into this. It's just sitting there on the floor, propped up against the backside of this.
He notices it and is like, what the fuck? And he walks over.
And he touches it.
And he eats it.
I was saying,
I was going to make that joke, damn it.
He's like, I was hungry.
The Devourer.
I'm devouring the devourer.
I'm the devourer.
We shoot him.
So as you get closer, this becomes apparent to you that this is the remains of some person. and it's like sliced up and chopped into like these small chunks of flesh, cube shaped, pile on the floor.
Oh,
It
no.
stinks. You can smell almost like a burning, like smell in the air.
There was that laser trap.
There's only one thing we can do. Go through his pockets and look for loose change.
Hold on, there's like the pockets.
There's
are in
100
6 spots.
pockets. And it's probably that laser trap, that lasers that you deactivated.
Hey, doctor, you're a doctor, sort of, kind of.
Sure.
Do you have a PhD?
Yeah.
Where'd you get your PhD from?
Yeah, where's your PhD from? Abador Corp? Is that what
Yes, exactly.
you?
Is that called?
Yep.
It's just a piece of paper that says "I am a doctor" with a picture of her face on it.
Yeah, I do
read
what I
one
want.
book, guys. That's it.
How to solve daddy issues.
He's like, I know you're
Volumes 1 through 6.
not a doctor of medicine, but come over here and take a look at this.
Oh, he's dead.
And yeah, I head over
Oh,
there.
medicine check, roll a 1. He's alive.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah.
What the? That's not okay.
I didn't consent to this.
Why did you want me to look at this?
You have medical training a little bit, right?
He's dead.
He's got daddy issues.
Can't you see? If you
He
look
may
on
have
that,
had daddy issues.
That's her one thing.
yeah, the only book series she's read is How to Fix Daddy Issues, volumes 1 through 6.
I don't know. I thought you had some other medical training. I don't know.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I can't help this guy.
No.
Appreciate
I just
it.
need
Just to see if-
what killed it. Him, her, she.
I'll do a medicine check. It's probably going to be what Ryan said, but sure.
What?
1
So oh no, that's a 7.
plus.
Now come on, that's a 6. No wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, 16.
Okay, with the 16, you were able to
dead.
deduce that this thing was like sliced many ways by something, and you would assume that there was some kind of heat involved because where it was sliced is cooked and burned, and it reeks, and the parts that aren't
Okay.
are just filthy and still bleeding, and it's just
I wouldn't have known that there was like a laser thing that you disabled because I wasn't checking that out. So
Or
yeah.
he might have mentioned
He might
it. I
have
don't know.
said it.
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't know. He looks like he got chopped up.
With
Like,
lasers?
yeah, it's not good, and I would really prefer not staying here too much longer.
I saw worse in the war. This isn't that bad.
Just because you can compare this to your past doesn't mean that we want to live it presently.
Okay. And I actually do search for something of value.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, you're going through this thing, and whatever it may have had on it
It's
has
gone.
just been
Oh, it's
destroyed by
Okay.
whatever destroyed this creature.
All right, well, let's move on.
So the only doors in here are the ones that we saw to the left and right.
Okay. I'm just
Teleport.
gonna make sure there's nothing down at the end of the hallway and then head back to the doors.
Before we go further, Razel token
Hey.
for that glimpse into your
Very
past,
nice.
and Raquel
Oh.
for your visceral reaction to the chunks of this body.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So, dead end hallway, doors to your north and your south.
There's nothing at. You said there's nothing at the end.
More of the same.
Okay.
These pillars numbering 6 alternating back and forth down this hallway. You just see more of these writings and things on the wall. Some kind of ritual went on here.
All right, guys, flip a coin.
I just got one.
Alright, what are you going to roll? 1 for left and 20 for right?
Yeah.
You don't have to flip a coin at all.
I forgot how to flip the coins, guys.
Let's go to the left.
Okay.
That was just... I'm mad I got to see that in person. I'm sorry, but...
How do you flip coins? That's how dumb. I also took that -4
You had that -4.
permanently.
So you open up the
Okay.
the door to your left, and revealed to you is this long, narrow hallway. It stretches off to the left, and you see it kind of gets into a curved wall that hits a wall opposite of you that has 3 doors in it. To the right, you can see down the ways a single, like, blinking red light, very similar to what you saw back at the airlock. Just blinking on and off, on and off. And Jomosh, this is still all dim light for you, so I don't think that you can actually... Well, you can still see what's going on.
I thought you turned the lights on.
Yeah,
They
but
made it
they
dim
were-
light.
Yeah,
though.
dim
It
light,
didn't
because
turn on.
they're like in disrepair.
Like you said, if they flickered, but it wasn't as bright as we wanted it to be.
Wow, there's all kinds of options.
Yeah.
I feel like we're heading into a maze, and I don't like this.
As you're standing there, you hear another creak of metal, like just echoing throughout, and it sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
What the fuck is that?
Metal, idiot.
Rats, be nice.
Sorry.
It's all right.
What?
Huh?
Oh my god. He just like kind of like
How long has it been? 15 minutes?
puts his head in his hand. He's like,
Alright, we walked through the double doors.
Yeah, so you got these 4 doors that you can see opposite of the double doors you just walked through.
Okay, where's the gross red light door at?
The gross red light is down at the end of the hallway here on a wall. The wall is right here.
Just based on our experience, I want to look to see if there's any other like traps that I could maybe...
Perceive.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'm gonna do that.
Me too.
I'll perceive it. Why not? Let's all do it.
Hey, there we go. That's gonna be a 34.
34.
I rolled the wrong
Yeah.
thing.
8.
The look on your face.
24.
Have you stepped into the hallway at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I figured we were...
Bitch.
I got 24.
24. Yeah, did you roll?
21.
21. You guys are looking down the hallway here, and you don't really see anything that looks suspicious
Okay.
as far as traps.
Alright.
Well, there's 2 doors right near us. We could try one of those, I guess.
That's a great idea, Razel.
I'm pretty smart.
Open one of them.
Okay, I open the door to our left.
To your...
And then I take another -4 to whatever. What kind of door is it?
A metal door.
Is it like one that like you press a button and it like goes up, or is it something you
It
push?
slides into the wall
Okay.
like a pocket door.
Is that the cousin company of real fake doors?
No, it's the cousin company of Pocket Juice.
So, Razel, you open this control panel, the door slides into the wall, and you're looking in. You see very modest accommodations. There's not even... These beds are just set up on the floor. There's no frame or anything like that. And you see simple shelves lining the back wall and a few dresser drawers.
I stay in the hallway, by the way. Like, at the door, but I decide not to go in.
I walk in and look around.
And take a nap.
For 4 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, just sleep
You
it
guys
off.
want to rest?
How long have you guys been, like without rest?
Probably 20
A
minutes.
rest?
Oh, without
Yeah.
a rest? Since we got here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking around this
Hour or two.
room, and it seems barren. There's not much in here. There's some scrawlings on the wall, more of this graffiti again, from what you interpreted before. But pretty barren. Very dirty. Like, the last thing on their mind was having any sort of organization. They were just so focused on whatever they were scribbling on the wall, the notes that they had.
So there's bookshelves and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Empty bookshelves? Or there's actually like...
There's not like books. There's just little different trinkets, and you see some devour symbols and candles set up on them.
Yeah, he goes rooting through it, and like if he sees like a devourer symbol, he just like throws it on the ground and is just going through it and like looking for anything of interest, I guess. That looks interesting.
Yeah, you don't really, after perusing for a few minutes, you really don't see anything.
What's this?
It's a dresser.
I'm going to open the dresser.
You find your exact set of clothes in there.
And a dead body.
It looks just like you.
And it's mine.
Are you a synth?
Yeah, you go through this dresser and you see more of these trinkets and artifacts, and they all seem to be directed towards the cult of the Devourer and their worship.
Well, we're in the right place. He like closes it and heads out. Nothing in there of interest.
Why do you walk like that?
Did you say, well, that's a wall, and that just curves around, right?
Yeah, that appears to be a dead end. From here, though, you're not quite sure if there's anything around this corner or not.
I'd say keep going to the left.
Is that open?
Oh, yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Let me look.
It is.
Oh,
Thanks,
guys, I
God.
missed something. My perception is -4.
The GM's perception is -4.
I'm like, ooh, what's in here?
More arcadas.
More arcadas.
They bite your butt.
They bite your butt. You go unconscious. Oh.
Oh,
You guys gonna follow us? Or am I just gonna...
I stay out in the hall.
Yeah, I'll go and give
Yeah.
him back up.
Yeah, boy.
I'll stay out in the hall, but I'm looking at the door to our...
The
Yeah.
red light door.
Well, that's not the right down here.
Yeah.
It's just like something is off to him
Where at?
right here. Like, yeah. So as Domash is like sitting out in the hallway with Raquel, you know, you hear Raquel go, "Hey, I missed something," and he's like, "There's a whole other room in here." Domash kind of sees a shadow of someone walk into that door.
Oh, over here,
Yeah,
the one you haven't explored
like,
yet.
Out of the corner of his eye, he kind of like turns. He's like, "What the?" He kind of like taps Raquel on the shoulder. He's like, "Did you see that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That door over there that looked like someone just walked into it?"
I see the door. I mean, it's probably just the lighting. I don't... What?
He's just kind of like, I'm telling you, it looked like someone walked into that room.
Well, maybe we should get them and check it out or something, because...
Just give me a second. He like kind of walks over and like puts his ear next to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I could have asked you before. No, what the fuck? There's a dog over there. Through the door, he hears a voice that sounds like Tahoman's, and he's just like, I don't remember what his voice sounded like. Do you remember?
Yes.
You hear he goes, "That's right. Every door you come closer to meeting me with a devourer." And you hear he like just scoots, like he pushes himself off the door.
Did you hear something? Like
you can see like his eyes are wide. Like he's starting to freak out. Like he's hyperventilating.
Yeah.
He like falls to the floor. He's just like he can't form sentences. He's just in shock and panic.
I rush over to you and I try and like kind of pat you on the back.
It's like, "Don't touch me!" Like pushes you away. He's like it's just shaking.
I call into the guys like, wrap it up. Domash doesn't seem to be doing too well out here.
Wrap it up, boys.
No. Well, that's not what. Okay. Guys, are you almost done in there? Because something just happened to Domash.
2 minutes beforehand.
So while this is going on out in the hallway, Razel, you're still looking around this room and checking things out, and this seems to resemble the living quarters that you just exited. There's an extra bed here lying on the floor. There's an extra dresser on the south wall, and then a larger one on the northwest wall, and more scribblings and markings and candles just laying on the floor like they were knocked over in a hurry. The wax kind of dripping and pooling, and then obviously these have long since burnt out.
Long since burnt out. They haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, but that door trap still worked.
Yeah.
What door trap?
Am I going insane too?
So these 4 things in the room, 2 beds, a dresser.
A larger like desk, and then in the south
Fireplace?
wall there's
It looks like a fireplace.
that's a smaller dresser.
Oh,
Fireplace?
In this asteroid?
you never know. And then this wall right here is just a wall.
No,
see-
you see a small opening.
Opening.
God damn it.
Oh.
He's like, I found something else.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk to the desk and rummage through it, and then probably hear what's her face, Raquel,
Raquel.
yell at us.
All right, so you're going through the desk as you hear her yell.
Sure.
All right,
I'm busy.
so you open the door, the drawer of this thing, and I need you to make a reflex save.
You're on top of it today, bud.
Oh man, good thing my reflex is a +4. That's a natural 1.
Oh,
For a 5.
But-
5.
Oh, you're in.
DC 5, right?
no, it is a DC.
A gun comes out
15.
and shoots you in the face.
Rats. Speak in the future. An arc of electricity like fires out from inside this thing, and you take.
Oh fuck! That's a lot of rolling, Chris.
You're lucky. I rolled a couple of 1s on this thing, so you take 14 fire damage. That was 40, 10 plus 5,
Holy
and you
crap.
got 14.
Holy shit, you suck.
You're so lucky.
I know.
You got hit with a bunch of electricity.
Fire, I thought.
But yeah, this thing like discharges as you open the drawer, and
I said fire damage.
You said it was an arc of electricity that came out, right?
Which one is it,
Yeah,
Chris?
because he said arc electricity, but then he said you take 14 points of fire damage. The electricity's
it
on,
is a small laser trap. Fire damage.
It's a laser.
the electricity's on fire.
He's like, oh,
Fire
fuck,
electricity.
I'm on fire, and he like pats himself out. And then we hear what's her face. I'm like, I'm out.
Well,
Smoke, like
Well-
some singeing.
I was gonna say you see a couple of things in there.
Oh,
More fire.
It's just
whole
a drawer
thing's
of fire. It's where I keep my most favorite fire.
Oh god.
I got him.
This, you know, you have your like fancy fire, your everyday fire, your night fire,
Fancy feast.
kibbles and bit. That's a dog food.
Friskies.
Friskies. You know, feed your senses. Meow mix.
what do I see?
So
Other than no fire.
you see a couple of cultist items. You see a brown force field, a brown file of crap, a brown force field.
Oh, sweet.
I could use this against that fire trap.
I think the brown one's the worst one.
Yeah, it totally is.
And then you see, I'm not going to make you roll engineering on this. These are pretty simple. Mark 1 electrostatic field. And there's 2 more items.
Ooh.
Roll.
Rats, look at this.
Yeah, I do need you to roll an engineering check on this.
This is
No.
that's a 13.
13. Yeah, you're not quite sure
No.
what it is.
9.
He eats it. I'm hungry.
Rats, any idea what this is?
24.
Okay, 24. So, yeah, Rats, you're able to identify both of these.
Yes, I know what both of these are.
Nice.
One of them is a bleeding fusion seal. And the other is a vicious fusion seal.
Kiss from a rose. Oh.
Oh god.
The what?
And the other is a vicious fusion seal.
Okay.
Oh, those up in a bit.
Fusion. Oh.
All right. Well, I found this. It's brown.
You know, usually
Can't say that.
It's 2019, bro.
2019.
It's a color. What?
Razel doesn't understand race relations or something. I'm like, well, that means he's a perfect politician.
I think we should give that to Domash.
What?
the force field.
Yeah. I forget what it does
Do you
exactly.
think it'll protect me
DR?
from
It gives you a temporary HP that has fast healing every round.
It's like 1.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well,
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
imagine you guys are like, oh, Domash could use this.
Well,
I'll let you
you
go.
need the you need the extra help. It's very limited though because you get attacks of opportunity on you all the time.
It's true, I do.
So it's like I think it's like a standard action to activate it, and then it works for like 10 rounds or something like that. So
I'll look at it when I get
We'll
home.
look it up.
Yeah.
At a later point. Then we hear them yell up, and we're like, Domash, we got a present!
Skipping out of the room.
And yeah, we hear Raquel, and we start heading out.
You'll get it
It's
one
like,
day, bud.
One
Just
day.
like potato, it's fine.
And I say, what's up?
Ugh. Correct.
God, that was
What's
put your hand on their shoulder and you go, hey.
We just watched that last night.
I point to Domash and I'm like, I don't know what just happened. He said he saw something go through the door and he won't let me touch him. I don't know.
Don't worry, Raquel. I know how to handle this. I walk up and I kneel down in front of him, and I say, "Hey, Domash." I slap him in the face. And I'm like, "Quit being crazy!"
He just like inconsolable. Like he turns to you and like grips your shoulders and he's like, Rats, he's following me. He's here. He's with me, and he's like shaking you, like telling.
He's on our team. He's named Razel.
He's like, and he like at that point he kind of like he stops. He's like, no. He's like, Tahoman, man. He's following me, and he's looking around the whole time. He's like, he's been here ever since we left the jungle, mate.
Yeah, Rats looks down the hallway back at Raquel and Razel, and he looks back and he's like, "Bud, Tahoman's dead.
And he goes,
You exploded him."
mate, I know, but I just don't know what's going on. Like, I've seen him. I've seen some of the cultists we fought. I saw Krios. Like, how is that happening? I mean, we were sitting out here waiting for you guys, and at this point he let you go, and he's just like, his head is in his hands, and he's just like, and I saw someone walk through that door, and when I went up to listen, I heard his voice. What's happening to me? And he, at this point, like, he's starting to cry. He's like, Rats, please, mate, I don't know what's going on.
Phew. I think Rats like breaks eye contact with him, and he kind of turns away. We don't have time for this, Domash. We need to keep moving.
Domash just, like, there's a look of almost betrayal on his face, like a little bit, and he just yeah, and he like wipes the tears off his face, and he's just like, yeah, no time. But like he just looked like he has this like 1,000-yard stare, like he just not himself.
Yeah. Like, Rats doesn't make eye contact after that.
And he looks at Raquel, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. We're gonna get through this, and whatever you need, like, your team's gonna be able to. It will help.
Yeah. And he kind of like shakes his head. He's like, you guys find anything interesting in those rooms? I think he's trying to change the subject because he's not only like he's like upset, but he's also really embarrassed, and he's also really hurt.
Yeah. Well, just to, like, an aside, because Rats isn't going to say any of this, but he he sees Domash and thinks, like, this is the way I should be reacting, but I'm not.
So, do you feel like, is there something wrong with me?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why he's just like, I can't handle this, because I don't know what this is.
I'm throwing tokens to Rats and Domash.
Ow! Fuck! Why are you throwing coins at me?
Yeah, we.
I have all the tokens.
Well,
Yeah,
these
you had
ones
them
are
all,
mine,
Chris.
so
I can
don't
just
know.
take hers.
Yeah, okay.
They're over here, you nerd. I put them over here because
You dingus.
I thought those were mine.
no, I playfully gave them to you. Like, here's all your tokens. Woo! You got one back.
Good.
I have 4.
You guys need to start spending your tokens, because I only have so many.
I forget that I have them.
Yeah.
Stop forgetting and use them, or I'll steal them from you.
So Rats and Razel, you're under the effects of this mind spores thing that you encountered at the beginning of this place. Domash is barely hanging on, and Raquel is trying to do what she can to keep this group together, but she's a newcomer here.
Yeah.
How much sway do you have at this point? Rats and Domash, they're like tight-knit brothers since the beginning of this thing. What are you guys going to do?
Well, first off, I think she's just kind of witnessing like everything falling apart, and she feels helpless. Like, oh God, we need to get through this.
Well, if you think about where Raquel has been, and now for Rats and Domash, I think this has echoes of the ship with the Akados. Just
Yeah, it's
dark
bringing-
and eerie.
bringing some of
that's
that.
got to be bringing some stuff back to you guys. Raquel, you seem pretty like upbeat and
Yeah.
positive and chipper, but now you're in this tomb.
Yeah.
This viscera that you saw in the other room. How's this affecting you?
So yeah, she's forcing herself to remain composed because she knows that if she allows any of this, like she comes from working in like really nice environments, so she's out of her comfort zone, but she knows that if she allows herself to falter, like, it's not going to be good. So she's just kind of allowing it not to really affect her too much.
So where do you all want to head next?
Well, I hand Domash force field, which it's an armor upgrade.
Okay.
So if you have any slots available,
I think I do.
you didn't add any slots, did you? Or add anything?
No, I haven't added anything.
What was the other thing?
Yeah, I wanted to know what the
Like the electro field.
static shield, whatever.
I'm looking that up right now.
What's vicious seal?
Weapon fusion. Vicious weapon gains the boost special weapon property, but when you make an attack with the boosted damage, you take damage equal to the additional boosted damage. The damage applies even if your attack misses and is not reduced by DR, resistance, or any other ability. The boost is 1d4 plus an additional 1d4 for every 6 item levels the weapon has. If the weapon does not use charges or ammunition, boosting it takes a standard action and does not expend any additional charges or ammunition. You cannot boost an attack made with the automatic blast, explode, or line weapon special property. Weapons that have the boost special weapon property cannot be vicious.
I found the electrostatic field. This field over your armor grants you electricity resistance, and any creature that touches you or deals damage to you with a melee weapon takes electricity damage. It's the Mark 1, so it's resistance 5 and 1d6 electricity damage when they touch you. So you took the electrostatic field.
Yes.
So delete that, and then you are not taking the ground force field.
Can't.
I can. I just have to take the time of uninstalling my other ones.
It's worth 1,000 credits.
Yeah, so 10.
So 100.
100.
Alright, guys. I'd like to just keep going. We don't have time to waste, so
Yep.
I guess check out the door that...
I mean, there's still more in this room that I found these things in. Let's
Why don't you do
stay
that,
together.
then?
Let's stay together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tactical.
I was gonna say, why don't you do that? And I open the door. It looks like it.
I start walking back towards that room where I got fired upon. And I want to look through the other entranceway.
Okay. Razel, you look through this other entranceway from the room where you were shot at from this trap in the dresser, and you see 3 rows of mostly bare shelves standing along the southeastern edge, so away from you, of this wide room. Here and there you see an old dilapidated pistol, a long arm sitting on a dusty shelf. And as you're taking this in from the peripheral vision, you see like 3 humanoid shapes out of the corner of your eye.
Damn it.
We'll see you next time.
No!
Guys! Guys!
That's
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.